Hey guys, the DVD update here for another Horror Month video. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing a film called A Night to Dismember. That's what it looks like there. I believe this DVD right here is released by Elite Entertainment, and I'm pretty sure it's rare. It's definitely out of print, and I'm pretty sure it's a pretty rare one. So yeah, A Night to Dismember. The special features on this are promotional footage, an audio commentary by the director of photography C. David Smith and Doris Wishman herself, and it's widescreen. So cool on that. A Night to Dismember. Okay, it's basically starts off where this girl, or no, someone anyway, is killing off this family. I think there's 4 members of the family. I'm not quite sure, but kills off the member of this family, and she's eventually caught and sent to a mental institution, and then it flashes back to some years later. I think some years later when she's released from the mental institution and goes back to her family, where she proceeds to wig out and kill them as well, or so you're led to believe. Anyway, this is very I don't know how to explain it. It's not good at all, is pretty much the bottom line. I only recommend this to hardcore horror fans, maybe Horror Scout, people like that. They can appreciate the cheesiness and the cheapness and the not goodness of it. But for a regular person, do not watch this. This was filmed in '79, but the film people like lost some of it or something like that, and so it took the woman 4 years to do reshoots and edits and stuff like that, so it came out finally in 1983. The sound, it's like all the sound effects were added in later. I'm pretty sure some of the voices were added in later as well, but there's not that many voices actually, because the whole story is narrated by the police detective guy. And I mean, the whole film is narrated. Basically, it's all narration and then just some of the characters talking and badly dubbed, because of sound issues, I guess. What does this thing say on the spot? I'm gonna say here. I'm gonna read this real quick. It says, "Hear Doris Wishman talk about her films and her incredible career in one of the most entertaining commentary tracks ever recorded." And it says down here, "Warning: this film contains scenes of extreme violence and gore." Now that is one thing that I liked about this movie. The story was decent, but it really didn't convey it too well at all, because it's just a mess of a film. But the good thing is, in this movie, is the body count. It's a really high body count. A lot of people die, not just the people in the 2 families, but they go kind of like a murder spree almost a little bit. And the gore is okay for a '79 film, and there is a lot of blood, and so that's what pulled this movie over. When I first viewed this, I was like, screw this movie sucks, man. But the more I got to thinking about it, you know, it wasn't the worst thing ever. At first I gave it a 4 out of 10, but upon like watching it a little bit again to get this clip I'm about to show you, you know, I warmed up to it a little bit, just because of the killing and the gore in it, and the blood was decent. And I get what this lady was trying to do with the film, but it's just these unfortunate mishaps on the production and stuff like that happened, and I think that really messed with the film, because I think something with the audio got messed up, which is why they had to dub it, and that's why they added the narration in throughout the movie, because something went wrong with the audio. But there's some like little visual tricks and stuff that she tries to pull off that could have worked, and the story might have worked a little bit better had we not had narration through the whole thing and stuff like that. So I know what this woman was trying to do. I can kind of see it, so I cut the movie a little slack in that form. But the narration does get really annoying. I mean, and you'll see that in this clip I'm going to show you right now.
Suddenly, a figure started to come out of the water. Scared, Vicky ran. The eerie figure following her. Tried to stop her. Vicky was able to free herself and go back to the house. Vicky's head was throbbing. The room was turning. Was it her imagination again? Was she really sick?
Okay, so as you saw in that clip, it's really annoying. And another annoying part of this is the music. It's like plays the same track, like kind of like on a loop, and it uses like 3 tracks throughout the whole movie, just 3 different tracks. And like in one of the death scenes, when she's like running from someone is running from the killer, it's like happy-go-lucky 70s pop music kind of, but through synth. It just doesn't fit the scene at all and kind of makes a farce of it, a joke out of it, which was really not the intention, I don't think. But the main song that they replay throughout this whole thing has this like one drum thing that sounds like a joke. Like it's really hard to explain. I think you can hear a little bit of it in the clip. It's supposed to be like a drum, but it sounds like it's from a cartoon. And actually, it reminds me, if you guys remember Horror Scout's first like DVD collections type thing, where she didn't talk or anything, she just showed her collection and had that weird stuff playing in the background. It kind of sounds like this. I don't know, it might be from this, who knows. But so yeah, that was my review of A Night to Dismember. Only recommended for, I mean, you guys make your own decision off the clip you saw, but only recommended for people that can get a hold of it, because I think this DVD is out of print, and it is on VHS, I believe, as well, but the quality is pretty bad from what I've heard, and so only to the hardcore people that might find it interesting and think that crappy movies are decent. So I'll see you guys next video.